Exactly 10 minutes after 7. Welcome to my banner, still on the AM show. Now, the National Association of Graduate Teachers, NAGRAT, is worried about the increasing poor performance of secondary school students in English language. They say most students tend to watch a lot of movies, they don't read, and they're blaming parents for this. So, you know, the children go from primary JHS to the secondary schools. So if they are not cooked or baked properly, you see them exhibiting, you know, all the things that they're not doing well in the secondary schools. So we thought, why don't we talk to a few young people and find out from them what they think about this issue. I've got two young, cute people joining me in the studio, and I'll urge all parents or guardians to join us on the phone as well later on. I'll open the phone lines on 030221169102 for you to also share your views with us on this issue. Akesi Morke is in GHS 3 and Papa Morke is in GHS 2. And they're going to help us understand what goes on in their world. So good morning, guys.
Good morning.
First of all, do you think that students are speaking very poor English these days?
Yes, from what I've seen so far and what I've heard, it's not very good.
Okay. Why do you think a lot more young people are speaking bad English?
Well, after what they've heard from their parents, watch the movies and everything, you know, they'll feel like, oh, I'll be missing out on this if I don't speak it. So they feel like speaking it, and when they speak it, it affects them in what they do, in school, their exams and everything. It affects them.
Okay. Akesi, do you think the same?
I think the English language students speak these days is very appalling. And I think they learn it because of the people surrounding them.
Okay.
They speak it at home. You know, they say charity begins at home. So they start at home, they write it in their essays and everything. They go to SHS, they write it unconsciously. And that's one of the main causes.
Are you influenced by any of the things that happen around you, though?
No, I'm not.
Really?
No.
How are you able to? Because people do all sorts of things around us.
I kind of find it bush, well, for children, because why have they taught you the correct thing and you are going to do something that is not good? So what's the use of going to school and learning English?
So you just decide that this is what I have been taught, so I will do what I've been taught rather than what others are doing around me. Akesi, how do you do it? How do you decide that even though the people around me are doing this, I'm going to do the right thing?
Even though I don't do it, if I want to do it, I won't let it affect my academics. I'll do it maybe when I'm with my peers. But even with that, it's still going to start affecting my academics. So I think it's better to abstain from it instead.
One of the reasons they've given, the NAGRAT president specifically has said, watching movies. Children are not reading. So, when was the last time you read something?
When I read something was this, I think it was last Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday, yeah.
Do you read a lot, though?
Sometimes I do.
Do you think that reading makes your English better?
Yes, I do. I think, yes. I
Do other children, your mates, your friends, do they read too, do you know?
Well, some of them, because from what I've heard from them, I don't think that some of them read a lot, but some of them actually are very good in the English language.
So why are other children not reading as much?
Well, they find it boring. Well, it depends on what you're reading. Sometimes you've learnt your notes already, and then you keep reading over and over and over again, and you know when you do stuff over and over again, it kind of gets boring. So I think that they should read storybooks, mostly Peggy Opone's books, because they are very educative and it actually improves your English language. And when they read it, they should write down the words that they don't know, and later in a small journal or book or anything, put it aside. Later at their leisure time, they just take it, read it, look for the meanings, and later they just play around with the words. So the word becomes theirs.
I take it that's what you do. That's smart. How do you do it? How do you make reading enjoyable or fun? Yes.
When I read a book and I really enjoy it, I just can't stop. I just want to finish it. Reading is actually interesting. Everybody has, their own type of book. Maybe the book you are reading isn't interesting for you, so someone might assume that is all. That's how all books are, but that's not how it is. So then they'll stop reading. But when I read, I take note of all the words I don't understand and look it up later. Use it so I can get familiar with the words. And yes.
How do you think other people can find reading fun?
Reading fun. Sometimes if you are to place yourself in the position of a character in the book, it's going to be really fun. Yes.
Okay. So just pretend that the character that you're reading is you, perhaps.
Yes.
In real life.
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Do you have another way?
Well, what you said was very helpful. I think I'll be using that now.
Pretend that you're the character, one of the characters in the book.
And the main character, to be specific, because that's where everything just happens and goes to the person.
What's the perfect environment to read?
A serene, smooth environment, like when you wake up and you want to learn around dawn. You see, the place is so cool.
Do you wake up at dawn to learn?
How
old are you?
I'm 13.
Okay. And you wake up at dawn to read?
Yeah.
To learn?
To learn, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's smart. I'm not sure I was doing that when I was your age.
Well, mostly when I have exams, but sometimes when I don't have exams, just wake up. Sometimes when I can't sleep, then I learn.
How do your parents help you to learn or to read?
They give me some time to go over maybe my notebook and something. Then I bring the notebook to them and then they quiz me. They ask me questions and then they elaborate on what's in the notebook for me to understand it very well. So if I don't remember exactly what is in the notebook, I still have an idea and I can find a way to put it to understand.
Do you also get help from mom and dad?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah. How does it come?
They motivate me. They tell us what reading actually does and how it's beneficial. So after listening to all of that, it actually psyched me up to read more.
Okay. Do you think that other children your age are getting that same support from their parents?
No, not all of them. I don't think all of them.
What do some other children say?
About reading.
Exactly. And about maybe mom and dad helping them to read.
Some say their parents are busy, some say they themselves are busy, but I don't think they're really busy. They're just doing all sorts of unnecessary stuff like spending time on social media and all of that.
Now that you bring social media into the conversation, how much of it do you guys do? Do you have a phone?
I do.
Okay. Do you have a phone, young man?
I do not.
You do not. Okay, so you don't Facebook?
I do once in a while.
You have an account?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Once in a while you Facebook?
Yeah. My leisure time, yeah, I do.
So what do you do? I mean, when you log on, what exactly do you do? What do you explore?
Well, after I know some friends and I've sent them some requests. When they accept it, I see maybe they post some new pictures and those are followed. And I just scroll through, see what is new to me.
Okay.
And then the notifications, I see whose birthday is coming, and also I also chat with them. Maybe I've not seen them in a very long time, so that might be my only chance of getting in touch with them. Yeah.
Okay. Do you do Facebook?
No.
You don't do Facebook? You don't have an account?
No, I deleted it.
Oh, what happened?
There were some complications with the account, so I just wanted to take it down and get back on, but I haven't gotten back on.
Okay, but you have to speak up a bit for me. So what do you do? Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp?
Yes.
Okay. What do you chat with your friends about?
Most of my friends on WhatsApp, I haven't seen them in a long time. Maybe they are friends that I met somewhere, maybe once. I haven't gotten the chance to see them again. So then I talk, how are you, what's up? You know, sometimes in the morning, send them some inspirational quotes.
Okay. Okay. But you know, when you're using WhatsApp, you're using shorthand as well because you can't write everything in full.
Or you can send a voice note.
Ah, you're smart. But the shorthand that you use when you're doing social media, do you think it affects you when you're writing an English language paper or something of the sort?
Honestly, I think it does. I used to, and then I stopped because it got to a point where I was writing my notes. You know, when the notes are a lot and you have to write everything and then you just want to cut it down, and unknowingly I had written it. So when I was going through and I realized I had made all those, you know, petty mistakes, so then I had to stop. And my parents encouraged me to stop because it was affecting me.
Yeah. Papa, does it affect you?
Yes, it did. Once I tried it, it was actually kind of fun. And then I realized that this and the English language, just like speaking English language and speaking, you know, the other in pidgin or something, I saw it as kind of the same. So I just stuck to the English language, and my dad always told me that I should stop because once I was writing, I didn't realize that I wrote R as in R. So I stopped, and I've never written shorthand after.
Have you been in an exam hall where you're trying to figure out what that is or there? I mean, the spelling of it, and it's simply not coming. You're tempted to write the shorthand form of it?
Yes. Like sometimes when you're sending something really long, and then you're just typing it, and then, but if you have the predictive text, then it will help you a lot on your phone.
Yeah.
Because it will just, you know, automatically put the correct thing there.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to ask, and maybe you can think about it. So, should we stop children, you know, like your good selves, from using social media, from going on Facebook, from using WhatsApp in your situation, for instance? No? I'll come back to why you're insisting on no. But if you're watching us and you want to share an experience with us, you're welcome to do so. If you're a parent and you're learning a few things, you can also share with us on 030221169102. 030221169102. I've got Casey and Papa in here. They're helping us understand what children like themselves do that sometimes either affect their English language. We're trying to get the English correct so that it doesn't affect us when we go to senior high school, eventually university, and then when we are out working. So why do you say that we shouldn't take you guys off social media?
Because remember what I said some time ago about Facebook? Maybe I might have forgotten my cousin's birthday, and then
you need a reminder of something like that. Okay.
So I just go on, or sometimes it pops up on the screen, the home screen, and I see it. I go send happy birthday, later I call, you know, and I can chat with my friends. I mean, those I haven't seen in a very, very long time.
Yeah? Okay. I'll come to what you think, but let me speak to Akwesi. He's called us from Kumasi. Hello, good morning, Akwesi. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Yes, let's hear you.
Yes, my contribution is this. I think your discussion is good. What we can do as parents to check our kids is to go through like their tablets or phones and see how or what they type to their friends. For instance, my girl says, I like your DP. I'm like, what is DP? You know, so because some of these things are in a long way is affecting our kids, the way they speak. It's like I'm even lost now. I take most of the things they type and I can't even understand what they're saying. You need to go to their status, see what is written there. And it's kind of funny, but it's very bad.
Yeah.
That is why I think English language has become a problem about it.
All right. Akwesi, thank you very much for sharing. Ernest is my next caller. Hello, Ernest.
Hello.
Yes, Ernest. You sound young. How old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
Okay, Ernest. Do you speak?
I
Do you
want
speak?
to motivate Papa Moke on what he's doing. Because when people are chatting on WhatsApp, they always feel like, yeah, I'm on WhatsApp, so I'm just using the shorthand writing. But when you encourage them, they get sort of angry or something like that. So I just want to motivate Papa, so he should keep it up.
Okay.
He's doing good. I'm here. I'm watching the program. He's
All right.
doing good.
But Ernest, stay with me for a while. You know, when you do you write in shorthand yourself?
No, not really.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for calling. That's
Okay.
young Ernest. He's encouraging you. Do you have a situation on WhatsApp?
Me?
Yes.
I'm not on WhatsApp. I don't have a phone.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're going to tell me why we shouldn't take you off.
Well, Facebook gives us the platform to, you know, speak to other people we haven't seen in a really long time. Like he said, it reminds us of certain important things. Yes. So I think that we should stay on. And if you want to take us off, don't take us off. You can just monitor us, but please do not take
I think they
us
have
off.
an app that, you know, sometimes some parents are scared that when people go on social media, they might see some pornographic stuff. So they can have an app that I think blocks those kind of stuff. Or
you can just monitor them physically.
Okay. Is your mom or your dad your friends on Facebook? Are they your friends?
My friends?
Yes.
I'm
Are they
not
part of
on
your friends?
Facebook.
Oh, you're not on Facebook, but
Yes.
is your mom your friend on Facebook?
Yes.
Yes.
And your dad too?
Yeah.
Do you chat with them on Facebook?
Well, I sometimes. Well, I think I've sent a few, maybe 3. But why should I chat on Facebook whilst I live in the same
You
house
live with them. I like that a lot. But when you're doing things on Facebook, do you realize that, oh, mom and dad could be seeing what I'm posting? Does it occur to you?
Yes, it does. It
Okay.
does.
All right, let me speak to Isaac. Good morning, Isaac.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. I want to hammer on the role of parents.
Sure. Isaac, go ahead.
That is, you know, there's something called pre-reading activity. That is, when these students start hearing papers, books, and those things, parents should allow them because it is how they get interest. That is how they start getting interest in reading. Then also, at their tender age, whether they understand the English or not, at their best side, parents should try and read with them, give them books, and play with them, so that they will get interest in them.
Okay. All right. That's a very...
Then I want to make another point. That is, those of us in the rural area, we always see people in Accra, Kumasi. You see, the concentration should be in the rural area. I'm speaking from Shama Junction now. And if you are to send a child to your studio to talk, they are going to find it difficult, you see, to communicate. So please don't concentrate on only Accra. Try to get back to the villages also and find out the problems they are going through as far as reading is concerned. Thank you very much.
But how are you on your own, in a small way, trying to help?
Mommy, even parents buying books for them is a problem. They don't have interest in going to library, and in fact, the least we talk.
I get you. I know it's very difficult, but let's try. Thank you very much for calling. Let me speak to Kwame. Hello, Kwame. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for calling.
Good morning. Yeah, I want to use this opportunity to tell the parents that if they can get opportunity to prevent their world from using phone, it will be very good, because this is the way they are using the phone makes them not even rely on their books.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they spend much time on their phone, WhatsApping, and a whole lot of things.
Do you have children yourself?
No, I don't have children.
Okay.
Because of the use of phone, that is the reason why they are relying on this poor and a whole lot of things. So if they can prevent them from using phone, I'll be very grateful.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Let's talk about movies. But you wanted to say something.
I want to speak about what Kwame said about eliminating phones, you know, totally. We can't do that, first of all, because we are in a world of technology. The phone is very, very helpful. Let's say I live at Dansuman, and there's a library at maybe Taifa. So if I need to do research, do I always have to go to Taifa to do my research? I don't think so. Well, so when I have a phone and I have access to the internet, I can look for whatever I want to look for there, because the internet has almost everything on.
But that's why we have iPods.
And if you, yes, listen to me, please. And if you think that your child is not doing the right thing, you as a responsible parent should monitor your child. Yes.
Papa seemed to disagree somehow.
Well, I think people can do without phones, because on WhatsApp, I think you can call the person. Facebook, you can call, you can send messages, and you have an iPod, which doesn't need a chip. You can just do all those stuff on it. So if you can call, send messages, and you have a phone without a chip, then let's say that's it. It's kind of like a phone already. So
we'll come back to the issue of library and how often you guys visit the library. But let me speak to Ledone, who's joining us on the phone. Hello, good morning. Hello. Oh, I lost you. Painful. Please do call back. We're wrapping up in a little while on this, but library. Do you go to the library?
Yeah, I do, but normally at school.
Why? Because the community where you are, there's no community library. There isn't one.
Not that I know of.
Okay, but if there was, would you?
Honestly, no.
Why not?
Unless the thing I'm looking for, I can't find it, on the internet, then I might go to the library.
Or maybe lights out problems.
But you seem to rely on the internet a lot.
Because I feel like almost everything is on the internet, and when I'm looking for something and I go on the internet, I find it. So I go to the library at school, but I shouldn't be going there too often.
Okay.
When I have, the internet, access to the internet.
Okay. I'll share a certain experience, personal experience with you, and see if things have changed. But I'll speak to Cameron. He's joining us on the phone. Hello, good morning, Cameron. Hello. Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Hello, good morning.
Hi, thank you for joining us. Let's hear you. Hello. Okay, I seem to be having a little challenge, but when you call, please turn down the volume on your television set so we can hear you. Wisdom is on the line now. Hello, good morning, Wisdom. Hello, Wisdom. Hello, Wisdom.
I can hear you. Hello.
Hi, Wisdom. I can hear you. Can you?
Yes, I can hear you very well. Loud
okay.
And clear.
All right. Thank you for calling. Let's hear you.
Mama V.
Yes, Wisdom.
What I can say is that I'm a teacher by profession, and what I can say is that this internet is causing more harm than good. Why can't parents get good storybook? I mean, holidays and at the other time, leisure times, these students or people can be reading. I heard them saying that they use Facebook, and sometimes they want to see a friend for a very long time. How will I be? How? Thought about it. So I suggest, I experience a lot. If it was to me alone, students start, people start using phone after SS. There they become a bit matured to know whoever they are chatting on Facebook. Facebook
but you don't. You don't think the issue of I want to use the internet to do some research is convincing enough, to let a child use the phone?
Come again, please, Amadi. I can't hear you.
No, I'm saying that because you've heard our young lady say, for instance, that I use the internet to do research.
Amadi, when you were growing up, there were no internet.
Yeah, but this is technological era. They've just reminded us.
No, but look, Amadi, it's causing more harm. If you listen to what internet is causing to a lot of people, some become, excuse me to say, the boy that was sodomized sometime, but that was in the news. that boy got to know that doctors through the internet. Had it not been that would have happened. A lot of harm is being caused.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, Wisdom, thank you very much, for
You're
sharing your thoughts with us. Cameron is back. I'm grateful you came back. Hello, Cameron. Okay. I'll wait for only your call, and then we'll wrap up. So there's a strong case for us to take.
On what Wisdom said, I'd like to say that with the internet, we have both positive and negative aspects. I can't say that the positive is greater than the negative or vice versa because I'm not so sure. But if the boy who was sodomized was monitored by his guardian or parent, properly, I don't think that would have happened. Because I'm sure a lot of parents really know their children. So if something is even wrong with your child or your children and they are lying, you can tell. So you can do something about it.
Papa, you've got some views on some of the comments? I mean, should we take internet? You seem to like that idea. You don't mind. You can do without internet, can you?
Me?
Yes.
Well, it depends. Okay. I've actually not tried, but when the lights are out, there's no internet. But I actually need internet for some stuff. So
such as
my mail.
Okay.
And social media. Getting in touch with some people. And that's kind of all. And research. Yes, research maybe like the history of the internet and how, the history, social studies and all those stuff, maybe you don't know or you want to get some stuff in details.
Yeah.
Then you go there.
I'd like to remind everyone that the internet is somebody's workplace. Someone's work takes place on the internet. So without the internet, the person's business will shut down. Some people use it to work. As like he said, the mail and everything. So, for instance, if he doesn't have access to the internet, how would he be able to work and get his mails and everything done? So, the internet has both positive and negative sides.
Let's speak to Mark now. Good morning, Mark. Hello, Mark. All right, I think I lost you. Okay, so I was going to say that, I used to walk more than 100 meters. No. Hey, which one is that? Is it miles? To go borrow.
Miles is a lot.
Yeah.
So I think it's meters.
Kilometers.
Okay, wait, no, hang on. It's, no, I was going to say about 200 kilometers to borrow a book. But you guys wouldn't, apart from the school library, you won't go outside.
We can download books on our phones.
iBooks.
Yes.
Yeah?
We can,
Yes, there are tablets even made specifically for books.
Oh, so now everything is internet.
Tech.
So what I would walk, no, I think I'm getting my calculations wrong. Am I not? Miles, right? Okay, thank you, Michael. What I was walking miles to go and borrow, you guys are downloading on your tablets.
Yes, just like that.
Amazing. Is it better reading from a physical book, than like the soft copy of it? Which one is more exciting?
Personally, for me, the hard copy. But in a case where you can't go really far to borrow the book, you can just get the soft copy.
Because both help. So
it's the same book. It's just that one is physical, like you can hold, and the other is on a tablet or on a device.
Let me speak to. Is it Francis? All right, Francis. Good morning.
Good morning, Mama.
Yes, Francis. Kindly speak up for me. You're a bit low.
Hello.
Hi, I can hear you better now.
Okay. Yes, I want to contribute to the program.
Please do.
I think the internet is doing a lot more harm than good to our students.
Okay, how?
There is a disconnect between what they read and what they sell on the paper. And it's like when they are reading the hard copy, it's far better. They will be able to concentrate on the spelling of words, sentences, and the rest.
Okay.
And when they go on the net, they just glance through. And when it comes to spelling, the English language is very technical. So
All
I think when they read the hard copies, it's far better than reading something. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Thank you very much for sharing. In wrapping up, what would you say? Because first of all, who would you blame for the failure of some student or pupils in the English language? You know, is it the parent, the teacher, or you guys?
There are so many people to blame. But the major person, I think, would be
Parents.
us.
Us.
Us. I think the major person would be us.
Actually, I think it would be the parents. Well, not all the parents.
I think the major people to blame is us.
Us, why?
Because if, let's say, you are my son and I tell you, Papa, do not do this, and then you go and do it, I have told you, I'll definitely find out, but then you had the chance to either do it or to not do it, and you chose to do it. So then you are to blame for that.
Are you convinced?
Yes, I am.
All right. Thank you guys so much for being here, yeah? Thank you. Papa and Akesi. And, continue with the conversation. Stay with us.